lovely, trying to set my camera. Oh, another lovely live session with you guys. So we have this controversial math question on the board whereby we are asked to solve. Okay, we are asked to solve 6 divided by 2 bracket 1 plus 2. Now the question says, is the answer A, 1 or B, 9? As usual, you know how we do this. So I would like you to bring in your own suggestions. Why do you think your answer is A? Or why do you think the answer should be B? So I'll be waiting on the comments. Okay, so let's go. If you're just joining, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us. What do you think the answer should be? A or B? What do you think the answer should be? You're welcome. Thank you for joining us. So what is the answer, guys? Hope my audio is okay. Mario says the answer is 9. Okay. Please like our live stream if you actually think what we are doing is awesome. Please like our live stream. For fifths of a number is 20 less than the original number. Find the number. Font 2 Ash, how are you? Hope you can hear me clearly. It's 15 actually. What is 15? Okay, the voted says the answer is 9. 9. Limitless. So guys, tell us what you think the answer should be. Is it A or B? Thank you for the like. If you love what we are doing, please give us a like. Thank you. Yeah, 4x VR. Hi. How are you doing? Okay, now says the answer is A. Anna says the answer is Doctor says it's both. When there is bracket, you do that part first. Yeah, of course. When you have brackets, you need to do that first. Okay? You need to do that first. So that one is, of course, using board mask or pendants. You need to do that first. Where is two coming from? Where is two coming from? Someone says the answer is 1. Justin saying how many think it is 1. 1. Okay, someone says the answer is 1. Okay. How come you say 9, bro? What the heck? It is well. Please give a harder exercise. Master Lee, what do you think the answer should be then? Since this is simple, you need to tell us what you think the answer is for us to be 100% sure that you know the answer. Henrich, where did you get 6 from? Master Lee says the answer is 1. Master Lee, I think you should wait till I say the answer so that you'll be sure if you are correct or not. Okay. Master Lee. It's actually 9. Once you add the numbers inside the brackets, from what I understand, you go from left to right with multiplication and division. This is from Andrew. Okay. Raji Sahid says the answer is 1. Master Lee is saying it's like 6 being divided by 2 times 2, which is 6. Okay, I mean 3, no problem. So, Broken says the answer is B, like B, 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 B. He's saying he's 100% sure the answer is B. Um, Master Lee says, I start crying if you really believe it's 9. VP says 1. Okay. We are going to check, or I'm going to tell you guys what I think the answer is, or what I'm sure the answer should be soon. Okay. Himanshu says 1, babe. Okay. Deeper than crypto says board mass. Yeah, of course, you should apply board mass, but when you apply the board mass, what is your answer? Someone dropped a question when we started. Phone 2, and we are going to answer your question after this. You say 4/5 of a number is 20 less than the original number. Find the number. We are going to solve that next, okay? I hope you are still here. Ask them what you should divide 1 through to get 2 as results. Emza Mohammed, which one is your answer, A or B? Which one is your answer, A or B? B, by get some get some money. Okay, get some money says is B. Mohammed says is A. All right, so A is your final answer, right? Okay. Please like, comment, and share if you love what we are doing. If you've not subscribed to our channel, this is the right time to do that so that you always join us in our video. Okay? So that anytime we go live or we post videos, you'll be notified that JJ is live. So you need to actually subscribe to the channel if you have not done that yet. Okay? So keep the answers coming. Shop says, wait, I changed my mind. The answer is C. Ah, God. I was thinking you are serious. I never knew you were joking. um, okay. Someone says this question is not controversial. Gara, if it's not controversial, kindly tell us what you think the answer should be, please. Is it A or B? If you are 100% sure of your answer. Ahmed says, just tell us. I will, okay? I just want more people to see the question and drop their solutions. Study account says the answer is A. Anuj, you're welcome back once again. You join us today again. Thank you for joining. So Anuj says the answer is 1. Gara, 1 is the answer, madam. Are you 100% sure of your answer? Guy. Noe says it's 9. Study account says Bodman's rule. Of course, it's Bodman's rule, but we want you to tell us if you use that Bodman's rule, what did you get as your answer? Okay, 1. Your dad says it's 1. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name. That one says it's 9. What is 0 to the power of 0? Gera says, please tell the correct answer. Don't worry, I will. Study account is saying, what is 0 raised to the power of 0? That is another question we are going to drop next. Okay, we're going to drop it as the third question. Okay, 0 to the power of 0 is what? The number outside of the parentheses isn't part of the parentheses. It's part of the multiplication and division, which is solved from left to right. Andrew, thank you for your explanation. That says the answer is 9. There are types of infinity. Omri says 9, sorry. Okay. Victor Bassi says, I love this chat. Thank you. Like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel if you love what we are doing. We will do if you tell the answer. The answer is A, which is 1. Okay. I'm happy I'm getting these solutions. Seriously. Okay. Sister, move on, please. All right. Anuj, I will. I will. I will do that. Okay, so Anuj, let's give them, say 5 more minutes. Let's see. We tell them the answer in 5 minutes time. Let more people see what you say and bring in their own solution. So Victor says, let's try another one. Okay, I'll drop the answer soon. I'll drop the answer soon. Valentina, you are welcome. You are welcome. Nine is the correct answer. I think the result is 5. Where is Valentina? Where is 5 coming from? Where is 5 coming from? The answer less in the real set of numbers. Only one is correct. That is sugar. Okay, it's time to say what the answer is. I'm sure division plus multiplication plus subtraction plus addition. Valentina, you are so pretty. Can you explain the process for us, please? Valentina, thanks for the compliment. Yeah, that is what I want to do now so that we move on. Let's do that so that we move on. Okay, so the correct option is this, and I will explain why. I will explain why. In BODMAS or PEMDANS, we solve bracket first, okay? So we go ahead to solve the bracket first. If we solve the bracket first, then we will have 6 divided by 2 brackets. 1 plus 2 is 3. Now, this is where it becomes controversial. Some persons will say 2 times 3 equals 6, right? And then 6 divided by 6, which is equal to 1. Now, if your answer is 1, you are wrong. Now, let me explain why, okay? What did you say when you wanted to solve this? You said 6 divided by 2 multiplied by 3, right? You said 2 multiplied by 3, which gave you 6. Before you said 6 divided by 6, meaning that you did multiplication before division. Now, according to BODMAS or PEMDANS, we are told that division and multiplication that they are the same, their operation is equal, okay, that you are supposed to solve from left to right, depending on the one that comes first. Now, if what you said while actually solving this is 2 multiplied by 3, and you decided to carry out your multiplication before your division, that means you've gone against the rule of BODMAS or PEMDAS. So basically, what you should have done is, when you said 2 times 3, what should have come to your mind is, oh, according to BODMAS or PEMDAS, we are supposed to divide before multiplication because division comes first here in this situation. So if we do that, it's going to be 6 divided by 2 will give us 3. And we now multiply the answer we got by 3 again to give us 9. So that is why option B is the right answer. Yes, division and multiplication are performed from left to right. In mathematics, parentheses must be evaluated first. Of course, we evaluated the parentheses first. We didn't go against that rule. We actually evaluated the parentheses first. This is how we got 3. But you don't tell me that I must multiply this with the bracket first. No. Immediately we got the value of the bracket ceases to exist. What we now have is 2 multiplied by 3. So there is no bracket anymore. And according to BODMAS or PEMDAS, we solve division and multiplication from left to right. So what we now have after we have found the value of our bracket is 2 times 3. There is no bracket there anymore. So that rule of brackets has been, we have already taken care of that. So that is it, guys. Now, someone dropped a question while we were solving this, and I'm going to ask that question right now. Okay, and you tell me what you think the answer is. So the person says, what is 0 raised to the power of 0? Let's see. 0 to the power of 0 is equal to what? So please drop your answer on the comments and tell us why your answer is whatever you choose the answer to be. All right? What is 0 raised to the power of 0? Minky, you are welcome. Anoj, why did you say that? Of course you know it's not. Of course you know it's not. Okay, people are saying that 0 to the power of 0 is 0. Let's see what the answer is. I think it's 1, madam. All right, Noe. We are going to find that out soon. Okay, Anoj, no problem. No problem. Thank you so much for joining us again today. Nothing can be multiplied. Victor says nothing can be multiplied with. So the answer is always zero. 0 degrees is equal to 360 degrees. No, 0 to the power of 0. That is the question. Not 0 degrees, sorry. 0 to the power of 0. Depends who you ask. Matt says it's undefined. Koda says it's one. Okay. Okay. That's Mikey HD. He says that Matt says it's one. Koda says no, he says Matt says it's undefined and Koda says it's one. Okay. Anything multiplied by infinity of 0 was always 0. My grandfather said so. Okay. All right, Anuj. So guys, what do you think the answer is? What do you think the answer is? Can you show us it? Please, can we proceed? Victor, don't worry, I need more answers. Hypothetical, it's one. The chief says it's one. I think everyone has paused for you to take on. Victor Bassi. Okay. All right, Anuj. Okay. All right. Now, let's say what the answer should be. Okay. 0 to the power of 0, the answer depends on the context. That is the truth. It depends on the context. For example, in binomial theorem, in binomial theorem or set theorem, I'm not here to teach that anyways, but you can do your research. In binomial theorem and in set theorem, okay, 0 to the power of 0 is 1. 0 to the power of 0 is 1. But in limits, 0 to the power of 0 is undefined. Yes, in limits, 0 to the power of 0 is undefined. In binomial theorem and set theorem, 0 to the power of 0 is 1. So that is why I said that your answer depends on the context of the question. All right. So your answer could be 1, your answer could be undefined, and both are correct depending on the context of the question. Okay, whoever that asked that question, I think that I've answered your question. Now let's solve another controversial. Okay, this is not controversial. This is under algebra, but it's something that someone dropped on the comments anyway. He says for fifth of a number, for fifth of a number is 20 less than the number. For fifth of a number is 20 less than the original number, which is still the number. Less than the original number. So the question now says find the number. Find the number. Okay. So this is what problem. All right. This is what problem. Now let's see who gets it right. Let's see who gets it right. If 4/5 of a number is 20 less than the original number, find the number. If you have controversial questions, you can drop for us on the comments so that we can pick it up and ask. Scorpion says the answer is 100. Okay. Anon says nobody in the States can do that. Anon, what do you mean by that? Please explain. Please explain. 4/5 of a number. This is what problem. One thing about what problem is that it gives you the formula you can use to get your answer. That's the honest truth. It will always give you the formula inside that word problem, inside those sentences. You can construct or form your formula from the sentences. Okay, so it's more or less like trying to convert the question from English language to mathematics. So it's very easy. 4/5 of a number is 20 less than the original number. So you're asked to find the number. So what do you think the number should be? Nobody in the States can. I'm not, please, I don't want to laugh. That's not possible because this is a very simple question, like very, very simple. Yomani film says 80 is the original number. Okay. 80 is the original number. Okay. Try first, guys. Tell me what you think the answer is in the comments and I will take it up from there. Someone drop this question on the comments. You can as well drop yours. If you have any question for us, drop it for us. We are going to go through it. So we're waiting for more solutions. No one says maybe it's 100. Okay. Value of unit is 20. Hence, value of 5 is 5 times 20. Beacon, thanks for the explanation. It's saying that value of unit is 20. Hence, value of 5. Oh, okay. It's 5 times 20. All right. Let's see where this goes from here. Okay. Now, we are going to solve this by transforming this word problem into an equation. And we are going to solve that equation to find the value of the unknown. I just hope the person that asked this question is still on live with us. Okay? So, this is the question. Like I said, I love word problems so much because the word problem is always straight, very straight. Okay, it tells you what you need to do. It actually tells you what you need to do in English. It's not left for you as a mathematician to transform those sentences into a formula. So first things first, you should note what 4/5 means. 4/5 means 4 over 5. That is 4/5. 4 over 5. Right? Now, of a number, of is multiplication. In mathematics, of is multiplication. So we have 4/5 of a number. Now, this number is unknown. So we can say 4/5 of x, okay, is 20. Okay? So 4/5 of x is equal to, is 20 less than the original number. Okay, 20 less than the original number. Now, the original number is x, so 20 less than the original number should be x minus 20. Right? Okay, so this is what this means in mathematics. So to get these word problems right, you should have that ability to transform sentences into equations. Now we can solve this as an equation. So here we have 4 times x is what? So we have 4x over 5 is equal to x minus 20. So we transfer this x to this side. We have 4x over 5 minus x is equal to minus 20. Okay? So we multiply both sides by 5. Multiply through by 5. If we do that, we have this multiplied by 5 and this multiplied by 5. So this times 5 will give us 4x. Then minus x times 5 will give us minus 5x is equal to minus 20 times 5 will give us minus 100. So now we have 4x minus 5x will give us minus x is minus 100. But we are looking for x, so we need to divide both sides by -1. All right? So we divide both sides by -1, and by so doing we have -1 -1. So minus will remove minus, and we have that x is equal to, the same thing will happen here, and we have 100. So our x is 100. Okay? Now, that is off. What is off, please? I need to confirm the audio. So permit me to do that. Let me confirm the audio to be sure. Okay, the audio is on. All right. So that is what it should be. Sydney High. So that is what it should be. Now, if you check, even if you decide to check, 4 over 5 of 100, 4 over 5 of 100, that is 4 over 5 times 100 over 1. 5, we divide this to give us 20, we have 80. And you can see that 80 is 20 less than 100, which happens to be our original number. So that confirms that the answer is right. Okay, I told you guys to bring in more controversial questions for us to solve. Okay, I have one. Let me see those that will get it right. What is it saying? Let me see those that will get it right. Okay, now this one says, what is the missing number in this? We have this, we have this, we have this, we have this, then a number is supposed to be here before this. So what is the missing number? What is the missing number? So what is the missing number, guys? Someone says difficult. It's not really difficult. It's just tricky, but it's not difficult. You liked the question a lot yesterday. Yes, I do. I believe I will have new audience, so let's see what they have to say. It's not 10. Shop W is not 10. Options send me. No, there are no options. There are no options. You're meant to think it out. This is actually tricky, anyways. Is tricky. I must admit that. So what do you think the answer should be? Is 67 the answer? No, that's not the answer. Sorry, that's not the answer, please. Sorry, please, can you write in English, please? Love says it's 7. Propaganda hosting says it's 7 as well. Okay. Hmm. Constant. Hmm. 128. Okay. Propaganda says the pattern is 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91. Okay. Darlene says 128. Pam says 118. Dean says 87. The answer is B. Where is B coming from? There is no options there. There are no options there. So how is it B? How is that possible? Tell them the answer. Anon says no. Darlington say I should tell them the answer. Of course, I will do that. Darling says skip the question. No, I will not skip it. I'll answer this. I will answer it. Hello, where are you from? I'm from Nigeria. Hi, Harishman. Hello, hi. Thank you, man. Thank you for the compliment. So indirectly, darling, Yadan. Sorry if I can't pronounce your name correctly. You're saying that the answer is 98. Is that what you're saying? Snake White says it's 87. Snake White, why did you say it's 87? Darling says the answer is 128. Hmm. Where is the 20 and 30 come from? Don't be you that say the answer is B. You that did not even write anything. You are laughing, right? Oh my God, though. What is the number after 98? You are not asked what the number after 98. You are asked what is the number after 88. Do you understand? Because the question mark is after 88. Yes. Okay, we are going to answer the question. Okay, let's answer the question. Now, like I said, this is just tricky. It's very, very easy, but tricky. All you need to do is to turn this upside down. So if you're holding your phone right now, turn your phone upside down. If you turn your phone upside down, you are going to see that this turns to 86. Then this should be 87. The question mark should be 87 because this will turn to 88. This will turn to 89. This will turn to 90, then followed by 91. So that is basically the answer. So that shows that the answer is 87. That is just it. All right. Okay. Thank you for joining us today. We are going to go live again. You know us as usual. We will go live all the time. We always live. Thank you so much for joining. See you in my next live stream or video or shorts. You are going to see me. Have a lovely day and bye.